Live on YouTube. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Good evening. And I think I'm live on TikTok too. Okay. Says we're notifying users. That's a bonus and a half. Yay. I've got some background music on. And I have to say, pull my shirt out. Last night, I had some great 70s soul music on. However, I got copyright infringements on my YouTube because it was copyrighted music. And I didn't even think about that. It didn't even think about it, to say the least. So last night's live got pulled, but I'm going to edit it and take the music out and then post it back again. But I didn't have the problem on TikTok, which is great because I'm sure my live would have been shut down on TikTok had I had that particular issue. But anyway, so tonight's a whole nother night. It is Sunday night. I'm Leslie Wright. I am the owner of Bearcat Body Care Essentials, and I am here to talk about eye health and eyesight and the benefits of castor oil and DMSO in eye health and eyesight. So, Keitha, hello. Glad you're here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, or you can come up and chat with me, in the panel. I guess that's what they call it, the panel. I don't know. I'm not doing a good job at keeping informed on all the TikTok lingo or the YouTube lingo for that. For that fact, I really have to start doing a better job. So I really do. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any problems or challenges at the moment. I'm going to move my face over here to the left. Just trying to, oh, there we go. It was going to allow me to like the live there for a minute, but then now, oh, wait, there it is. There we go. Now I got some likes going. All right. And that ended that. Okay. I want my face to stay there. Okay. Okay, Keitha, I was wondering, excuse me, what strength I should get. Can you tell me what kind of issues you're having with your eyes? Because that definitely helps me know which strength I would recommend to you. I had a great call with a customer to be, a party of interest. She's in Germany, and I had a great call with her today. And last night, she was saying, I don't speak English that well, but we had a nice long conversation today, and her English is wonderful. So it was great having a conversation with her and understanding what her particular issues were with her eyes, and potentially with DMSO. And I am going to work on some new products to help out her eye health, because I now know a whole lot more, and I think it's going to be very beneficial, and there'll be products that I can add to my arsenal, which is awesome. Okay. Deb, I saw you in here, and Miami Sunshine Trucker, saw you. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I see any more names that I recognize. Karen's Critters 1. Okay. Sheldon's up. I see Sheldon's in. Hi, Sheldon. I'm going to invite you up and come in and have a chat with me real quick here. Deb. Hey, Deb. Hey, Deb. How are you doing? Yes, Miami Sunshine Tracker. You're here. Excellent. I'm going to add you into the invite list. Thank you for the gifts. Okay. Let's get started. Sheldon, how are you?
Leslie.
Can you hear me?
Leslie, how you doing, darling?
I am excellent. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. We're beginning to feel like a family now. We're always doing this.
100%. Yeah, we're the DMSO family.
Yeah, and I'm noticing a difference each day, slightly.
Excellent.
I just want to, I ain't lie, I still tempted to go to 40, 60.
Well,
it just, at least alternating, I should say. Not, I know I can't do it every day.
Yes, yeah, and alternating it does have its benefits without a doubt, but it is strong, so it's not an everyday use product. So, it wouldn't be smart to use it for like 2 months at a time every day.
That just sounds scary. But I don't experience no burn, no sting, nothing.
No, that's awesome. I had a call this afternoon.
That fear I had initially of the sting and the burn or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean everybody has that initially.
Yeah, no.
But after you use it for a few times, it goes away quickly. It goes away really quickly. So I had a call this afternoon with a customer who just got her first order, saying it's just phenomenal to have conversations with people about their eye health and their eyesight, and help them know that there are answers to their issues and that they can get a resolution that is completely natural, effective, and is going to make changes starting with the very first drop. It's just phenomenal. So I wanted to see if Deb, I got to check with you because I think you started the 4 and I2 or something. Okay, so who's that? Is that Sheldon? Is that Deb? Deb, is that you? Deb, how you doing?
Hey.
So tell me.
I didn't join you last night at all because I went to a birthday party and I drove.
Oh.
Last night.
A nighttime birthday party and you drove?
A nighttime birthday party.
Nighttime birthday party and you drove.
I came home. I got home about 9:30. But I was just hearing you, your conversation you recorded with the lady today or last night who used the moisturizing hydrating drops for the first time.
Yes.
I'm thinking, okay, am I the only one that's experiencing this for the first time, using these drops, and I'm having more clarity with my vision? And
you know,
because I'm the lady who goes in the bathroom with the lights out. Now, I'm also the lady who have not used a refresh drop and going on day 4.
Day 4, 4 days.
4 days. And I hate those drops. I absolutely hate them. Today, I left church and I drove about maybe 20 miles to go to a fish spot. The signs on the road had more clarity to them. It's just amazing. So I can't even wait to start using my 4 and I
2
1 or whatever it is that's coming
4 and
for
I
me.
2.
The 4 and I 2. I think that's the one without the DSMO in it.
Right, DMSO. It does not have DMSO.
I realized that that's going to take a little longer for my glaucoma numbers to go down, but I am so excited about this journey that it's fine because I've been on it for a long time. So for it to just take a little longer for those numbers to go down, I have the patience. But just using the hydrating drops are making me feel like a brand new person. I went to the mall yesterday and I was able to see inside of the mall in the store. I stayed in there for about an hour and a half, maybe 2, just looking around. I called my sister and I said, hey, sis, I am in the mall. And I said, I can see everything. Everything is so open and clear. So were my eyes that dry that I was seeing nothing but haze until the point I did not even want to go in a store. I did not even want to turn on the bathroom light. And now it's like I haven't even gotten to the second part of my drops, and I'm already feeling so much better with just the hydrating drops.
Can I do a little something here for you?
Yeah.
That is so fabulous. That is so fabulous. I'm
so excited.
How is driving at night? How has that changed for you?
It's remarkable. I mean, I just can't explain it. I see the signs on the road, the street signs. I can see them more clear. There is more clarity to them. And I've always been kind of a fast driver. Last night, it was like I had my old self back again because I was doing 55 in a 35.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you got your Mario Andretti back on.
Yes.
That's absolutely fabulous. That's absolutely fabulous.
Yes.
So you're living your life like you remember, you know?
Yes.
That's fabulous. Now, next question. How do your eyes actually feel in your head?
My left eye felt like I wanted the doctor to take it out. It felt that horrible.
No, how do they feel? How do they feel now?
Now, they feel like my left eye feels like, or both of them feel like they belong to me. That they're a part of me now. They're my eyes. They feel very moisturized. They just feel very comfortable. And to wake up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning and there's no blurriness. I mean, everything is just clear. And I mean, yesterday I did a third drop. I did, because they feel so good. I actually added a third drop yesterday.
Well, you can use the moisturizing, hydrating eye drops as often as you like. You do not have to restrict those at all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this and no more, but the refresh drops, I have made those people even richer because I'm telling you, I could go from point A to point B driving, and I would have to literally, and I'll say it again over and over, drop at least 3 or 4 valves in my eyes before I would leave from where I'm at to get home, to be able to get home.
Wow.
That has not happened in 4 or 5 days now.
That's absolutely fabulous. So have you
Yes.
decided when you're going to start using the 4 and I2?
I'm hoping they'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna look real quick. Hang on. I gotta discard that because that's not okay. Let me see if I can see that order. 492. Oh, I think they just went out today. I had to make a new batch of 492, and yours just went out today.
So when I start those, I know you don't have. Well, you may have a general idea as to when they may start making a difference in my numbers, in my IOP numbers.
So I would give the 4 and I2 a good 3 weeks to start to have a noticeable difference in your interocular pressure.
Okay. So I go back to him on the 12th for a pressure check.
Okay. So you're in. You don't know. I don't know because your eyes have responded so well just to the moisturizing drops.
Yes.
So it feels to me like your eyes are hungry for some change.
Yes.
So I think, we just have to see what happens when you start using the 4 and I2.
Yes. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah. And I just want to reiterate that you said the morning of, because my appointment is at like maybe 8:30 in the morning. So I'm going to need to probably put my moisturizing drops in maybe 4 o'clock, because that's what time I normally wake up. So I'll use my moisturizing drops for the morning before I go there. And then when I come back from the appointment, I'll use them again.
You can take them with you and use them right before your appointment.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason not to. The moisturizing drops are going to give your eyes just all the moisture and clarity and feel good that you need to go through that doctor's appointment. There's no reason to not use them, right before the doctor's appointment.
Even my 4 and
I wouldn't do the 4 and I2. I would just do the moisturizing drops.
Okay, before I go to him. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, you could do the 4 and I2 early in the morning, but don't do it like right before the doctor's appointment. Just do the moisturizing drops.
Can I do on that day when I come back from the doctor?
Absolutely. Or you can do them before, because you said you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You could do them that early without a doubt. But I was referring to the moisturizing drops, like even right before you go into the doctor's office.
Okay.
You could do those.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so I got a question. Grand 11 says, new here, have questions. Which drops do I need for cataracts? I'm 75 and diabetic. So if your cataracts are, and I'm going to go through 2 scenarios. If your cataracts are mild to moderate, the 30-70 blend is the blend I would typically recommend. If they're moderate to severe, the 4 and I blend is the blend I would recommend. Because you're over 60 and diabetic, I'm going to recommend the 4 and I blend. So I think that would be the best blend for you to start with, and that's going to give you, the most lift with your eyes and the best possible results. So, and that's Grand 11 is the TikToker I'm talking to. I'm trying to see. And if you want to order it, you can order on my website. My website is bearcatbody.com. It's BARECATBODY.com. BODY.com. Oh, Sheldon's like, Dub, mute your mic. These are all lessons that we're learning. Girlmax81, hi again. What can I try for severe glaucoma? So, can you give me an idea when you mean severe glaucoma? What are your interocular pressures like in each eye? Grand 11, my sound is muffled. I couldn't understand. Okay. So the blend that I'm going to recommend for you, Grand 11, I'm talking to you. The blend I recommend for you specifically because you are 75 and diabetic is called 4NI2. If you have glaucoma and your glaucoma numbers are 21 and above, you need the 4NI. If it's 21 and below, you can use the 3070. If you have cataracts and your cataracts are mild to moderate, 3070 blend is the right answer for you. If your cataracts are moderate to severe, I've been using my voice for 61 years and some days it just doesn't work. If it's moderate to severe, then the 4NI is the blend that you want. Ranmed 247, will this help with low vision? Give me an idea what you mean by low vision. Are you having optic nerve issues, peripheral vision issues?
She just responded to me. Let's see how much it cost.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Who am I talking to?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I told my husband you had just responded about the cataract blend I need, and I was going to look it up to see how to order it.
Oh, okay. So my website is bearcatbody.com.
I didn't know I was calling you, baby.
That's okay. That's okay. You just pulled up on the live. That's it. We're just talking on the live.
How cool is that?
That's awesome, isn't it?
That's so cool. Well, we both have cataracts that are mild. So they had wanted to remove them because of, the glare and everything you get with that.
Yeah.
And we'd like to try this first.
The 3070? Or you would like to try the natural way to get rid of them?
Yes.
Okay. So you also
said... Did you say I need some...
You also said you're diabetic.
Yes.
Okay. So...
we both are.
Okay. The blend that I'm going to recommend for you with cataracts and diabetes is called 4NI. It's the number 4, ANEYE. You can buy one bottle and you guys can share it. It's a 2-ounce bottle. It'll last you between 60 and 75 days. You just do one drop twice a day in each eye. You also are going to get the moisturizing, hydrating eye drops, which are going to help clear your vision and get your eyes nice and moist and ready to receive the 4NI. And it'll be, your eyes will accept it better because they're nicely conditioned.
Okay. So.
Yes.
I just have to find the place to order.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'll find it. Do you have a cart?
Well, my website is bearcatbody.com.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I went there the other night but I didn't know what I was looking for. So I'm glad this happened.
100%.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to look it up.
Okay, you're more than welcome. And let me know if you have any other questions.
Your success stories are very encouraging. So
there's just a lot of good ones. So people have had really beneficial responses to the products. And I'm very pleased and very happy that I'm doing something that's helping so many people.
I know, right? I mean, nothing more valuable pretty much than vision.
100%.
Okay, girl, I'm going to make this call.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
That's so funny.
You never know. You could wind up in my live having a conversation. Okay. Oh, Dana says I pulled her up. Okay, Dana. My brother is 70, so this is M. Ahmed. My brother is 70, detached retinas, can see vaguely. What would help? So the 4 and Eye would be the blend for him, along with the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. Those two products would be very beneficial. He may also benefit from the 40-60 blend as a support blend to the 4 and Eye. You would use that once every couple of days. You would use the 40-60. Because a detached retina, is fairly serious. How long do you know how long he's had detached retina, and what kind of treatment has he had for it? Sheldon, you're on day 8. Yes, you are. You're on day 8. Okay, Girl Max 81. High pressures are above 22 or greater. Mild cataracts also. I'm not sure exactly what we're talking about there. So, and I think what you're saying is the way that I qualify which blends to go with based on pressure. So if it's 21 or below, you're going to go with the 30-70. If it's 21 or above, then you're going to go with the 4 and Eye. And that's just the way I qualify it, because I've run across people rarely that really are 21, but 21 is the cutoff that most ophthalmologists and optometrists qualify for severe glaucoma. And then cataracts, if you're mild to moderate, the 30-70 blend is the right blend. And if you're moderate to severe, then the 4 and Eye is the best blend to go with. Okay. M. Ahmad. Okay, over 10 years. So yeah, the 4 and Eye is going to be a huge benefit, and I would recommend the 40-60 also. So the 4 and Eye, the 40-60, and the moisturizing hydrating eye drops would they come with either one of those when you purchase them. And I would want to have a conversation, so take down my phone number so that we can talk about the best way to implement use of both of those products for that particular situation that your brother has. M. Ahmad, different things doctors give him, like eye drops that put tubes too. So did they put, what do they call it, a stent in like his meibomian gland? Is there like a stent in that gland? And M. Ahmad, if you're willing to come up and have a talk with me, I just invited you up. Tate, what if you have a blocked tear duct? So castor oil has the ability to break apart things in the body. So if you have blocked ducts, blocked glands in your eye, castor oil is definitely going to be able to break that up relatively quickly, and DMSO gets the castor oil deep enough so that it can break it up, so that it's just like obvious, yes, that's the right answer. And the 30-70 would be the blend I recommend if you don't have any other issues that are more severe than a blocked tear duct. So Emma Mod, hello. Hello, can you hear me? Ahmad? Is it Ahmed? M. Ahmed? All right, you're not saying anything, so I'm going to drop you down. But come back up when you want to have a chat. I'd be happy to talk to you. Okay, that took care of that. I think Dana took care of him. Thank you, Dana. Dude. Oh, you can have your... Yeah, do have your brother call me. If you're not in the United States, do +1. I'm on WhatsApp. You can call me on WhatsApp. That's perfect. Tate says, I have redness and irritation in the eye as well. So the moisturizing hydrating eye drop is going to help with that, along with the 3070. Those two things together, game changer for redness and irritation and dry eye. Am I mad? You're more than welcome. Tate, I also get goopy clumps. Okay. Okay, so you probably have some mucus going on in the eye, and along with, the redness and irritation and dryness and mucus, it's just not a good thing all the way around. Those two things are going to be very, very helpful. The moisturizing, hydrating eye drop, it's also known as Revitalize, as well as the 3070 blend. Thank you for the follow. Am Ahmed, I'm following you back so we can stay connected. Tate, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Hey, One Sweet Pea. One Sweet Pea, how you doing, how you doing, how you doing? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts, Ahmed. Appreciate you. Oh. So I'm going to play some non-copyrighted music. Because I learned last night, YouTube does not like you playing copyrighted music. And I had no idea. Okay. One Sweet Pea, you just used your drops. Come on up and tell me about it. Music just adds a little atmosphere. It just makes me feel, just makes me feel in the mood to have a conversation. Which is odd because you should listen to music as opposed to talk through it, but that's just me. Emma Mod, can you tell us more about you? So yeah, absolutely. So let me give you the backstory. I just heard somebody.
Probably me.
Hey, how you doing?
Did you hear me clear my throat?
I did. That's okay. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I just did my drops. I was amazed in the beginning when I just used the moisturizing drops because my vision changed immediately. And I think that a lot of times people don't realize that if your eyes are really dry, that affects your vision too.
Yeah, and I think people don't realize that their eyes are dry. I mean, most people I've talked to say, I don't have dry eye. That's not a problem for me. But then when they get the drops and they use them for a couple of days, they're like, I guess my eyes were dry.
Watering all the time.
Yes, and
but it was because of the irritation of them being dry that they were watering all the time.
100%.
A different type of moisture.
100%. Well, your eyes are watering all the time because they're dry. But when your eyes are dry, they don't make quality oils in your meibomian gland So your eyes really aren't moisturized; they're just wet.
Right. And they're not watering like they used to.
And that's fabulous.
Even
Fabulous,
over the
fabulous,
last,
fabulous.
even over the last week and a half, that's changed a lot. Because I used to have to walk around with tissue because my eyes were just watering all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. And nice to not have that moment anymore, huh?
Nope, I don't have to do that anymore.
That's fabulous.
It's wonderfulness.
It's wonderfulness. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I got some more questions. I got to answer. Hang out, and I'll bring you back up to have a chat with all the people.
Okay.
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 Thank you. Yay. Okay, so Emma Mad wanted to know more about me. I'm going to be 61 in 2 days. So on the 25th, I turned 61 years old. That's my birthday. At 59, I was a full-time caregiver for my mother. And I had really bad eyesight. Really bad eyesight. So I was wearing 5X readers. I had floaters. I had astigmatism. I had prescription glasses. What else was it? And I had cataracts in both eyes. A severe cataract in my left eye, moderate cataract in my right eye. So all of that was happening, and I was trying to properly care for my mom at the same time. And I was planning, thank you so much for the happy birthday, Ahmed. I appreciate that. So I had an appointment with a optometrist because I was planning on going on a road trip to visit a friend about 7 hours away in Georgia. And I realized like the day before that I felt like my eyesight just wasn't as good and I needed new glasses or new contacts or something to that effect. And went to the optometrist's office, and they, did the whole eye exam. And I knew that, I felt like I just utterly failed the eye exam. It was horrible. And the doctor told me that you have cataracts in both eyes. Your left eye is severe. Your right eye is moderate. However, you're still legal to drive, which just broke my heart almost. It almost broke my heart. The idea that I could literally be unable to drive due to eyesight. That just totally devastated me. But I was told I needed to have cataract surgery on both of my eyes. And I went out, head down and just totally frustrated. But I did go on my trip. I only drove during the day because I could not trust my eyesight driving at night, which was horrible because driving at night is my favorite time to drive. But I did the trip. I came back. I called the surgery center that they recommended to me and then found out that the surgery was $4,800 per eye. And that just, sent me into a tailspin because I could not afford $4,800 per eye. And I really couldn't afford to do surgery because I had to take care of my mom. So I started looking for natural alternatives to get rid of the cataracts and to restore my eyesight. I was like, I at least want to get back to the point where the glasses I had that I bought 2 years ago are good enough, let me get to that point. There's got to be a way. So I started looking and hunting and hoping, and I came across a post by Barbara O'Neill who was talking about castor oil and how beneficial castor oil was for our eye systems and how it could break apart cataracts. So I said, okay, I got to get some castor oil. I got to work on that. I, did the necessary, jockeying, looking around for castor oil, found a couple of castor oils that I thought were going to be beneficial, bought them, tried them. After a couple of weeks, I got a little lift with my eyes, and I'm like, okay, this is going to work. She's right. Castor oil is beneficial. But it's going to take, like, I felt like it was going to take forever by itself. And I was trying to figure out what could possibly be helpful with castor oil and my eyesight. And I had a history with this solvent called DMSO. We used to use it on our horses when I was young. My dad was a professional wrestler. He used it on his body. So I knew about it and I knew how to use it. And I was like, okay. One morning I woke up early in the morning, like 4 o'clock in the morning, with the idea in my head, because God put it there, that DMSO and castor oil was the answer, that I needed to add the DMSO with the castor oil, and that was going to be the game changer. So I spent some time blending it, and I did a 50-50 blend right off the bat, and dropped it. I actually put it the first day, put it on my eyelids, and I said, okay, this is going to work, so I'm going to try dropping it in my eye. And the next day I dropped it in my eye, and it burned like crazy, but my eyesight was better almost immediately. Almost immediately it was better. And I was like, woof, this is something else. After using it for a couple of days, though, I realized it was too strong, that there was no way I could go about using it the number of days I would need to get these cataracts dissolved out of the lenses of my eye. So I started, reducing the castor oil, the DMSO bit by bit. I hit on the 30-70 blend, 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. And that worked really well in the eye. It wasn't irritating at all. It was wonderful. So I started using that day and night. And then day over day, my eyesight got consistently better. After three months, the cataract in my right eye, the moderate cataract, was completely gone. Floaters were gone in 2 weeks. The use of my glasses and I did have contacts at that point. So glasses, contacts, and readers in 3 months all were gone. So all I had left was the cataract in my left eye. And I wasn't getting a lot of lift on that. So I wanted to figure out how can I make this stronger but not increase the DMSO. And I started doing some research on other natural things that would help the eye system. And then I came across Meliopanini honey. I ordered the honey, I added hyaluronic acid, a Celtic salt saline solution, blended that all together, and there was born For an Eye, and the For an Eye really started to make a difference on the cataract in my left eye. So for 3 months, I did 30-70 and got a long way. And then for 9 months, 10 months, I've done the For an Eye. I did it until I emptied the jar. And now for the last 5 days, I've been doing the 40-60 to try and finish up this cataract and get it out of my eye. And in the meantime, I got to back up a little bit. After the 3 months getting rid of the cataract in my right eye and the floaters and the glasses and the readers, I said, this is an opportunity. And I figured out the labeling. I developed products and I built a website out, and here I am. And Bearcat Body was, in the eye care business, because previous to that, I was doing body butters and toothpaste and things like that. But this just happened to be the thing that, led me to my calling. And that's to restore eyesight and eye health in as many as people as I possibly can using the natural products DMSO and Castor Oil. So I hope that helps. Arena, hey. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay. I did not. Excellent. Ahmed, you're welcome. Okay, Grand 11. I forgot what you told me to get. You want to get the 4 and I. 4 and I. Dana got you. Yes. So that's the actual name of the product. It's called the number 4 ANEYE. And you'll find it if you on the website, if you click on shop and then eye care, you'll get to the page with all of the eye care options. Ahmed, okay, is it FDA approved? The ingredients are FDA approved. So I use castor oil that is organic and it's USDA certified organic. I use DMSO that is 99.95% pure pharmaceutical grade DMSO. Hang on. And all of the other ingredients that I use in all of my products are 100% natural. And if they require, nice necklace, thank you, USDA certification or FDA certification or whatever, then yes. But I'm not putting my products individually through FDA certification. Okay, Queen 566, how are you doing? How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. Listen, I wanted to share this because you have been talking about this, and I feel like experienced it today. So anyway, I put my drops in this morning.
Okay.
So I went to a friend of mine's house. She invited me to Orlando. Went there, and as we were riding, I was looking, and I had on my old glasses, and stuff just looked brighter. Like, you know what's so funny? Things kept looking brighter, and I kept taking down my glasses. Like, let's see, can I see clearly?
Right. What can I see? And
so my friend, I put my one hand over my eye and was just relaxing back, and she was driving, and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just following directions." And I'm covering my right eye so my eye gained some strength. Like, what are you doing? I got to see exactly what you were saying, more so on the outside. It probably happens in here. I just don't really, because I work from home and everything. So right. I got to see what you were talking about, and I wanted to clear something up. Remember yesterday? It might have been yesterday, the other day. I was saying, it feels like trash. That's what it feels like. When I was trying to explain yesterday about something like it's coming out of my eye. Remember that? I was saying it feels like trash. That's what it feels like. Okay. That's the best way I can describe it.
So could we use the word debris?
Debris, okay.
Okay. So
that's what it feels like. Debris is is coming out. I still have the floaters, but yet still I'm only almost a weekend.
Yes.
A week doing the drop, so we gonna see what happens. But that brightness,
yes. So more light is able to come into your eyes. So that's what that's from. More light. Your eyes are just catching more light.
Okay. And I kept pulling down the glasses to see if I could. I had to laugh at myself because I was seeing so. I was like, wait a minute, let me pull these down to see if I can see clearly. Now, okay, still blurred.
But it's actually good. So even though your eyesight's blurry, taking your glasses off and just letting your eyes do what they naturally are supposed to do. You know, it's beneficial because you can put your glasses back on and get the crispness of the clarity. But your eyes will never get to the point where they are fully functional if you don't make them do the work that they're supposed to be doing. And that's the thing. They are supposed to be using muscles in the eye to focus. Light is supposed to be hitting certain areas of the retina so that you can actually have more clarity and have more peripheral vision and all those things. So letting your eyes off the hook of glasses altogether for a period of time, it doesn't have to be all day long, just for a period of time. So your eyes are like, hey man, I can work this out. I got this. Let me try and figure this out. They're going to help the brain. Because your eyes are not seeing. Your eyes actually are physically engaged with the image, with the things in front of you, but your brain is what actually has the sight functionality. And that's, through the optic nerve, through the lens, through the retina, through the cornea, through the optic nerve to the brain. The brain is actually interpreting what our eyes are looking at. So the more that communication gets solid, the better your eyesight.
Okay.
The stronger your eyes get, the stronger those teeny tiny little muscles, and there's just little muscles in the eye. The stronger they get, the more they can focus the pupil so that the light is hitting the right area on the retina so that your clarity and your focus is increased.
But I'm not outside a whole lot though.
But you should be.
Okay.
So it's recommended that we need to spend 2 hours a day outside.
Okay.
Let's face it, that's virtually impossible for most of us, right? 2 hours a day. But if you spend 5 minutes a day outside in sunlight, you wouldn't believe the benefit that brings to your eyes.
Okay.
It's really, really beneficial. So if you're out there, everybody in TikTok land listening to my voice, if you can sun gaze for 5 minutes a day, early morning or late evening light, looking directly at the sun. If it's too painful, just close your eyelids and point your face to the sun. The sun is our friend when there's no UVA and UVB rays, out. And that's early morning and late evening. But looking at that sun for 5 minutes just enhances the relationship our eyes have with our brain. Okay?
Oh.
So when you can do it. It's not a mandate. It doesn't have to be an every single day thing, but it should be a conscious effort.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. I had to share that with you. I'm like, it's so much brighter.
I'm really happy that you had, because a lot of people don't get out for 4 or 5 days after they start using the drops, so they don't have that moment where they're like, man, it like I realize I have not been seeing well for a very long time.
I can't wait. I'm like, okay, if this is like this, because like I'm not wearing the new glasses. I just recently got brand spanking new glasses.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing the old ones.
Yes.
And it seems which the doctor did tell me it wasn't really a major difference between the old one and the new one. But when I put on the new ones, it almost is that they're like too strong?
They are too strong now because your eyes are getting healthier.
Okay. So yeah, it's almost like they're too strong a little bit. And it was just like when I put on the old ones, it was like a crisp
Yes.
view.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's
Because your
Right.
eyes are actually picking up the slack, which is what you want them to do. And if you were to wear even older glasses in a couple of weeks, you would have the exact
I wish
same
I had-
experience.
That's the thing. I wish I knew. I don't even have older glasses.
So if you decide to get glasses again at some point, you may not need them, but if you decide to get them again, go so that they're weaker. So the optometrist is going to correct your vision so that it's 20/20. They want your vision to be perfect, right?
Mhm.
But that actually makes your eyes weaker.
Okay.
So you need glasses more. So the next time you go to get glasses, you need a stronger pair of glasses.
Right.
If you have them make them weaker, so your eyes have to do more work, you'll actually have better vision.
Okay. Okay. So I can't. I mean, is it okay if I ask this?
Sure.
By the time I use up this bottle, I should see a greater improvement with the floaters.
You should actually see a real improvement with your floaters between week 1 and week 3.
Okay.
So from your first week to your third week, you should either have, such an improvement in floaters, they're on their way out, or they should be done.
Okay.
So the floaters are actually a protein buildup. No.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
what you told me.
No, that's cataracts. Floaters are actually the clumping of the collagen in the vitreous fluid in the eye. So the lens of the eye is in this vitreous fluid, and what happens is the vitreous fluid, as we age, starts to dry up. As it starts to dry up, the collagen clumps together, and it creates these little clumps of collagen that are these dark spots that we see in our visual field.
Okay. I think he said calcium or something like that. Build up. I don't know.
Well, it's not calcium. It actually is collagen. So what happens with the castor oil gets your eye healthier along with the DMSO. And when the eye is healthy, the vitreous fluid is replenished, and the castor oil can break up the clumps of collagen in the vitreous fluid. And that comes out of the eye as debris.
Okay, that's why I'm feeling okay. Okay. All right, got it.
Okay, full circle, right?
Yeah, I think I got it. That's why I was saying I said it wrong, but that's why I was feeling that. Okay, thank you very much. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm not working tonight, so I'll be in here in and out. But yes, I had to come up here and tell you that.
Okay, no, that's fabulous. That's fabulous. And
I was like, oh my God.
Here's the other thing it tells you. It tells you not only can your eyes be healthier, your eyes actually have a desire to be healthier.
Okay. And I am putting it in both eyes.
Yes. Yes. Because our eyes are not a closed system. Like sometimes people think, like, you've got 2 nostrils and 1 so-called nose, but people think sometimes that what happens on the left side of the nose doesn't happen on the right side of the nose. And the same thing with our eyes. We think this eye is separate from this eye. But if you were to take your face off and look at the skull, they're not separate. They're not a closed system. So if you're treating one eye and not treating the other, you're doing a disservice to that other eye.
Thank you very much.
No, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I'm so glad you had that moment today. I really am. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's a big deal.
Thank you for letting me up.
No problem at all. Take care. Hang on. Stay on the line and let us know, anything else you think of. Okay, let's see. Okay, Grand 11, you are welcome. Is there any chance that your handle, that Grand 11, is that your grandparents have 11 grandchildren? That would be so fabulous. That would be so fabulous. Okay. I know I saw another comment. Dana said, "It's amazing." Paulette Barnes 2. How do I purchase the treatment? You can purchase on my website. My website is bearcatbody.com, BARECATBODY.com. Okay, and Paulette Barnes 2. What do I need to get rid of glaucoma? Can you tell me what your interocular pressure is? I'm just checking to make sure I didn't. M. Ahmed, any side effects? So until yesterday, I didn't believe there were any side effects, but I do have a customer now who actually has been getting headaches using the foreign eye, and that product has DMSO in it. I do believe that she probably has an allergy to sulfur, and DMSO is a sulfur-based product. So I think that's where the headaches are coming from. But that's the only side effect that's been reported so far. Okay. Tahiti is me. Once your eyes are better, what would be a maintenance protocol? So a maintenance protocol would be using either the 20/80 or the 30/70 2 to 3 times a week. So just 2 to 3 times a week, not twice a day, 2 to 3 times a week, once a day, 2 to 3 times a week. And that would be a great maintenance protocol, and you'd be good to go. Okay. All right. Got all of the questions.
Are you waiting on Paula's reply?
Well, she said, I'll find out and let you know tomorrow. So, Paulette, just so you know, if you are, hang on, we're talking about glaucoma, right? If you're dealing with glaucoma and your pressure, your interocular pressure is 21 or below, then the 30/70 blend, 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil, that's the blend that you would want to utilize. If your pressure is above 21, then you would want to use what's called 4-ANEYE. It's the number 4, ANEYE. And you would want to use that blend because it is blended specifically for some of the higher end issues that we have in our eyes, like severe glaucoma, severe cataracts, macular degeneration, uveitis, keratoconus. There's a list. Okay. All right. So I'm open Sheldon, why'd you say 2080? Are you talking about the maintenance drops? Okay. Yeah, no, 28 is awesome. I actually developed 2080 so that people with younger individuals in their families, so young children um, between the ages of 5 and 18, that they would be able to benefit from having DMSO and castor oil blend that would be beneficial to them. Paulette Barnes too. I live in the UK. I couldn't sleep, so I'm here. Awesome. Awesome. So, and I just want you to know, and everybody else to know, I do ship worldwide. So no matter where you are in the world, you can order off the website and I'll ship the product to you. I'm just reading these notes from TikTok. They have these weird little notes that pop up on a regular basis. So I did see a note that somebody said they did enjoy the music last night. And I did too. I enjoyed having the music last night. But I got what do you call it? My YouTube live got pulled because of copyright infringement for music. And so now I have to figure out some music that I don't have copyright infringement on. And I've got to talk to my sister-in-law who has all of my brother's music. My brother was a musician and he passed away in 2022. And I'd love to just put some of his music on, in the background, just so I can hear him play again and just have that little comfort going on while I'm on live. And you guys would get to listen to some really great quality jazz. He was a guitarist and he was really good. I'm trying to see if I can find some more music. This particular music is from Gothenburg, Sweden. Sheldon, thank you for that. It's always great to have you here. Grand 11. That's what I thought. That's awesome. You have 11 grandchildren. That's so fantastic. I have two. I have a grandson and a granddaughter. My grandson is 5 and my granddaughter is 15 months. So they're both at very fun ages. All right. So I need to look at some stats now and let's see where we are. Okay, we have 10,400 likes and it's 10:09. So you guys need to help me out and like me up a bit, without a doubt. And I'm trying to figure out, hang on, I need to move this up here. So it looks to me, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it looks to me like we've got 100 people in the room, which is huge. Absolutely huge, absolutely huge, absolutely huge. So since we've got so many people in the room, if everybody took some time and just tapped on the screen, please, that would increase the likes, that would increase TikTok wanting to push the live out to the FYP. That just makes, everything I'm doing more valuable so we can help out more people. that have eye issues and with their eyesight and their eye health. And that's why I'm here. So help me help you. Jerry Maguire. I just had to throw that out there. Grand 11. I think that's absolutely fabulous. That's absolutely fabulous. Yeah, definitely enjoy those grandbabies. They're just your heart, aren't they? Just your whole entire heart. Okay, I'm giving you guys a cheer because I see the likes going up and I'm so appreciative. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, all the time, 100%. Notice Me 1980. Great job, Leslie. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Sheldon's like, that's me. Don't break your finger, Sheldon. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. You can work your finger out, but don't hurt yourself. Everybody else can participate. So I think I'm actually very happy tonight because this is the first time, I think, I can't recall, but I think this is the first time I've had 100 people in the room, at one time, which is fabulous. It's just fabulous. I'm so thrilled. Today's been a stellar day. So, yeah, I got to speak with a potential customer in Germany. Earlier today. Frederica, she was on last night. I chatted with her for a bit, and she called me today on WhatsApp, and we had a chat, and she told me some of the challenges she's having with her eyesight and some of the other health challenges that she kind of has. And I recognize that she needs something that I don't have at the moment. So I did a little research this afternoon, and I said, you know what? I'm going to figure out a blend for her. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm going to figure out a blend for her that's going to be beneficial for her eye health and her eyesight. Because I just think that everybody deserves to be able to see as well as they possibly can. And it's only going to, help other people. If it can help her, it can help, who knows, thousands of other people. And it excites me to be able to find something new that's really beneficial in the eye and that has the opportunity to restore eyesight. It's just phenomenal. And my daughter and I got together, put our heads together, and I've already found like the ingredient that I need that is going to be beneficial to her. And I can't wait to order it and get it all worked out and then ship it over to her and see how it works for her. That'll be an exciting moment, to say the least. I hope somebody else is yawning because I think I'm catching someone else's yawns because I'm really not that tired. I am tired though. I was painting. So here's the other thing. The next few days, I hope this doesn't happen, but it might happen. I'm allergic to paint. And I've got to finish up my mom's condo so that I can get it listed for sale. And so I had to paint the kitchen cabinets. And, I really should be doing more for myself with paint. But you might see me looking kind of crazy in the next few days because paint really does attack me. And I actually put castor oil and DMSO on my skin like 2 hours before I started painting. Once I get off live, I'm going to take a shower so I can wash off any residual paint. I did wear gloves. I did have plenty of ventilation. I, was very careful not to get any paint on my skin. One sweet pea yawning. I know, it's crazy. Gotta stop yawning. But I catch it. Every time somebody yawns, I yawn. Tina, painting sounds tiring. It was kind of awesome because I had the time to do it. So to me, it's really tiring when I'm trying to do it within a certain time frame. And luckily, I don't have a have to kind of time frame. And I don't like to do that stuff when, I have product about. So I was able to get everything put away and everything organized and get the paint out and, do it and really take my time so I didn't get it all over me and all over the place. And, it's really going to work out well, but I'm hoping it doesn't attack me and that I don't wind up looking all, welted and beat up, so to speak. Thank you, Grand 11. Thank you so much. Yeah, pray that it just bypasses me this time. Because I just, I was super conscious about it. Because I'm hoping that it does not have the same effect it's had on me in the past. But you got to do what you got to do, There are just so many things. You just got to do what you got to do. Tina, you said I look so far. Do you mean I look good so far? So far, I look good. So far, I look good. It takes a couple days for it to start beating me up. But I'm gonna get up early in the morning and go on the carport and paint the doors and leave them outside so that I don't have all that paint in the house. And then I got to put one more coat on the cabinet frame, get that done, and then I'll be ready to bring the doors in when they dry and start putting stuff back together. Sheldon, thank you. I love the haircut too. I'm telling you. I'm ready for summer and spring and swimming and hanging out in the water and, just enjoying the summer. I don't, I really love hair, but I just can't deal with it anymore. Sheldon, you did look rough at first. Well, thank you, Sheldon. I appreciate that. What a kind way to say that. I know what I looked like. Trust me. I know. Okay, Sheldon, you're trying to recover. I see it. You try to recover. You're beautiful. No. I didn't mean it like that. It's okay. It's okay. But no, this length of hair actually is beneficial. It's easy. It allows me to think about other things and not worry about my hair. And honestly, I feel like it makes my face look good. Not having so much hair, I think it makes my face just shapes me well. So it looks good and I like it. So I'm glad you like it too. I really am. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you. We're at 13,900 likes now. I appreciate you. And we have, I can't see it because this. Looks like 100 people in the room still. That's phenomenal, awesome, wonderful. But with 100 people in the room, I would think somebody would have a question. Grand 11 says, it's a blessing to be able to wear your hair like that. No, trust me, it is. Trust me. I am not mad about it at all. Okay. So today I was doing research. I want to put my toothpaste in a different type of tube. Right now I sell my toothpaste in a glass jar. So 3 ounces of toothpaste in a glass jar. And my daughter was saying, I really wish we could do something different with the toothpaste. I said, well, let's work on it. But what I found is glass is the best option, because the other options are aluminum, which can interact with the essential oils. So I don't want to do that. And then there's these other plastic options. And I just don't want to add plastic, if possible, back into the environment. If we can get rid of plastic, that would be a beautiful, beautiful thing. At least glass is natural. So I just got to figure out if there's another alternative that would be beneficial to use, because I definitely would like to do something that's squeezable, but is natural. And I haven't been able to find anything yet. So that's one of the things I was really working on today, on top of learning everything I could learn about, what is the name of this thing? So it's carbozymethylcellulose sodium, otherwise known as CMC. So that is the ingredient that I want to pair with hyaluronic acid and vegetable glycerin, organic vegetable glycerin, to enhance eye health and eyesight. So it says it is viscoelastic polymer that helps thicken artificial tears, increasing their ability to stay on the surface for longer. And it also said that it has the ability to increase the thickness of the cornea. So where people have keratoconus and the cornea actually shrinks and thins over time, this would actually be a potential game changer for that, because it would create enough of a barrier that the cornea would be able to grow some and thicken again and be a normalized cornea. So yeah, it says CMC forms a gel-like layer over the cornea, providing a cooling effect for inflamed eyes. So, there are some serious benefits for this particular ingredient. So I've got to learn a lot about it and then figure out how to mix it into an eye drop. But this is going to be my next eye drop, is going to have this CMC ingredient to enhance eyesight and eye health with people who specifically have corneal issues. And it's a lot. There's a lot of challenges with the cornea that are out in the general public. I've already drank all my water. So it's 10:24. Dana, are you going to come up tonight? Are you at bingo all night? Oh, I want to see. Oh, there we go. My screen was getting dark, and I'm like, why is my screen so dark? Oh, you know what? All right, now I'm seeing stuff normally. So the 100 was how what my battery life is. We got 25 people in the room. On Okay, I'm done being confused now. Okay. That was my confusion. I apologize. I was excited about nothing. Oh, the excitement, the excitement. That's okay. I had a fantastic day today. And it's Sunday night. This is what happens. You know, Sunday night people are out to dinner, going to bed early, tucking the kids in. I hope most of the kids are asleep at 10:30 at night, but on the West Coast it's only 7:30. So Grand 11, maybe check with companies that already make natural toothpaste. I was actually on Reddit today, and I did a lot of research on Reddit for companies that were making natural toothpaste and the things that they were using, and the predominance is plastic. And I'm purposely trying to stay away from that if I can. If I can't, I can't. But I'd like to try and stay away from plastic. But that is a really good suggestion. Okay, 24 people in the room. It would be awesome if we could get to 20,000 likes tonight. Ooh, I found the sweet spot. There's only one spot on the screen that lets me like my own live. And I have to just click around until I find it. All right. We're going to get to 20,000 likes if I have to sit here and click the screen for the next 20 minutes by myself. Sheldon, thank you for the heart me. You sent another gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Leslie, your picture was bouncing up and down, up and down.
That's because I'm clicking on the screen. I don't know why the picture keeps changing like that, but I'm liking my live, and every now and then it just keeps changing. But I'll be done shortly. It's entertainment. Thank you for the hearts. I got 6 hearts out of 50. Appreciate it. Grand 11's tapping away. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm tapping wildly. Sheldon, you haven't gotten your body butter yet?
It's on the island. I just haven't picked it up as yet because I was working. So it's here. I have access to it. I just haven't picked it up.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to qualify.
Yeah, no, it arrived. I got notification that it's on the island. I just haven't had time to go get it.
I totally understand that.
And today was Sunday, so they're not open. So
well, there is that.
Usually what happens is it either comes in late Friday, or if it comes in on a Saturday, by the time they get sorted out with the packages, the office closes early on a Saturday, so I don't even try to go there.
I don't blame you. Tynika Macklin says, where I go to get the eye drop. So my website is bearcatbody.com. You go to my website, bearcatbody.com, and you'll find all the drops there. If you click on shop and then eye care, all the eye care items are on that page. All right, sorry, Sheldon, I cut you off.
Because how the timing with when it arrives to the island, sometimes it's be close to the weekend when they're closing down, like especially Saturday they're open, but they close early on Saturday. So if the package arrives on the island on a Saturday, it doesn't make sense to me trying to go there Saturday, because by the time they finish clearing customs and sorting things out and stuff like that, they be closed. So
exactly.
I don't bother. I just wait till Monday or whatever.
No, 100%. Paulette Barnes, too, says it's 3:24 in the UK. Paulette is up early in the morning in the UK hanging out on the live. So I have another customer who is in the Netherlands who just started using Foreign Eye. Thanks for the roses. Jacqueline, I saw you were here.
It's me in the
Carrie
car.
Babe VI. Dana's in the car.
Nobody said anything on YouTube?
Not so far. Okay, that's that.
Hey Lester, did anybody say anything about YouTube?
No, nobody on YouTube has.
On YouTube, I mean?
No.
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. You can't hear
I
me?
can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear now.
Can you hear me, Sheldon?
Loud and clear, Leslie.
Okay, good.
Let's see if it'll go back in my... I was trying to connect to two different things in my car.
Okay, I was freaking out. I thought you couldn't hear me.
I couldn't. I mean, I could see your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear anything. I didn't know if it was connected in my car or what.
Yeah.
No, I was asking, did anybody put any comments in YouTube?
No, no one's put any comments in YouTube. Erosinolevine ST3. I'm not sure what all that means, but hello, hello, hello. Ooh, we got 24,000 likes. Good. Yay. Dana, you'll be glad to know that I was sitting here so proud of myself. I thought I had 100 people in the room. I said I was so proud of myself. I thought I had 100 people in the room. And it turns out the 100...
Yeah, I did. Bubble.
What?
I knew something was going on. I said either 100 people have been through here, but I knew there was only like 24, 25. I said, I don't know what she's looking at, but I'm not going to bust her bubble.
No, I was looking at how charged the battery was on my phone. So, yes, I busted my own bubble. I was like, oh, okay, that's not what that is. No worries. You're breaking up a little bit. You're breaking up.
Okay.
Sheldon wants to know what you're cruising in. I guess that's the man way to ask what kind of car do you drive.
Oh. Jeep Compass.
Okay.
Pardon me? No, I'm not talking to you.
What can I help you with? I can help.
You hear my car talking?
Yes, I hear it.
Canceled.
Canceled.
So much technology.
Yes, and it only has benefits 40% of the time. So I've changed up a couple of things this past, like the last probably 8 days. So if anybody's buying any of the blends now, you will not be getting the dropper separate. The dropper will be in the bottle when you receive it. So if you can see it, all of them are going to look like this. This is the hydrating, moisturizing eye drop, but all the bottles are going to look this way with the dropper already inserted securely, and it'll have a security seal on the bottle, so around the black part of the bottle. So we're changing up some of the things we're doing to reduce confusion. I'm gonna try and do something.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. Ooh, it did change. That's awesome. Wait a minute. That's upside down. That's weird. It's upside down too. Why is that? Why is everything upside down? That's weird.
Mona Lisa.
I know. Now I can't change it to anything else. See, that's what I get for messing around with stuff. You see how it's upside down? Isn't that weird?
Okay, upside down.
Yeah, I don't know why it's upside down. Well, it's just gonna have to be upside down, I guess. Okay.
It's upside down.
Yeah, no, there's no way for me to change it. I don't know why. I don't
There's
know.
no way.
Yeah. I went to the background, and this is the green screen on the background, and I chose a picture, and the picture is upside down.
You should probably hit edit on the picture so you can turn it.
I don't have the option to edit the picture.
You might have to go out and edit it and come back in while we're still here. We got 17 people in the room. We headed toward 30,000. You're hanging into 12 o'clock tonight, right?
I am.
We might make our 40.
Maybe. That might happen.
Get some work. We have quite a few shares. 20 shares right now.
That's fantastic.
Let me go mute.
I gotta go to TikTok Live School. There's so many settings that I know nothing about. You're breaking up a lot, Dana.
That I needed to click on stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the ability to change anything for me tonight. It's weird. Like sometimes I have the ability to change stuff for myself, and then sometimes I don't.
App glitches all the time.
100%. Well, I think it might be too, the phone that I'm on. I don't know. You can't see my picture anymore, though, can you? Oh, wait, there I am. I'm going to drop my moisturizing eye drop. Ooh, that feels really good tonight. I got to do one more drop of 4060 tonight. All right, so that one's done. And I'm going to drop my 4060. So that's this. Drop a little bit out of the dropper. That's my drop. Get that lovely warmth going.
Am I still breaking up?
No, you sound great now.
If you look in your little square, your eye is in the right position.
What do you mean my eye is in the right position?
Your picture is you can see the phone number in the right direction. The picture behind you in your little square
Oh, yeah.
is right.
That's correct. That's weird.
Queen says she's finished doing her eyes.
Excellent. I just dropped the 4060 and the moisturizing eye drop. And all is good. My eye is normal again. That moisturizing eye drop feels good tonight. I need a little something.
I put the moisturizer in at 4 to 5 before I left today for my afternoon, midday drop. And then I'll put it in a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. The number of people that are having, the moment of, wow, this is amazing. This drop is fantastic. The clarity is something else. How did you make this? I'm just like, this is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. That so many people are having that moment of, this is a simple thing and it works so well. It's so beneficial to the skin. Queen 566 said, mine burned a lot today. You just finished doing my eyes. Come on up and let's have a chat for a second.
Yeah, I just finished putting mine in. a couple minutes ago,
Uh-huh.
and the left eye, both of them, they burned. I'm like, good Lord, is that ever going to go away? Not really.
Well, it should lessen over time. It should actually be less intense. But there are things that can actually increase it. So if you're like at a barbecue, smoke and stuff like that getting in your eye, that's gonna increase the sting.
Okay, that makes sense, because where I was at the restaurant, they burn incense.
That would definitely do it. So,
Okay.
and did you wash your face before you did the drop?
No.
Okay, so if you're in an environment with like incense or like a hookah bar or, you know, a kind of nightclub setting, anything like that, where there's not a lot of just fresh air, there's, you know, smoke and other things in the environment, you want to make sure that you wash your face before you do the eye drops, because there's residue that is like sitting on your eyelashes and on your skin, and getting that residue off will matter.
Okay, so that makes sense, because I was like,
what did I do?
And my eyes turned bloodshot red.
Yes.
But it feels so, right now they feel so clean.
And that's
like they took a bath.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. They took a shower and they feel fabulous right now. So, yeah, if you're gonna, anytime that you're just gonna be in that kind of environment, it's like I notice it too when I cook with a lot of spice, because you know it gets in the air, and I always have to remind myself to, you know, wash my hands, wash my face, and then do my drops, because the stuff just gets in the atmosphere. Squeezing lemon juice, you know, dealing with things like paprika and cayenne, and it gets in the air.
Okay, so that makes sense too, because it was spicy food.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, because I was like, this really?
Like, what did I do?
Good. I thought it was beating me up because I was a little late putting it in.
Nope. It's just all that excess stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, you just have to remember to wash your face when you come in out of that kind of environment, because you know if you can smell it, it's on your skin.
Oh, okay. There's something else I want to ask you. Maybe I'll think about it. I'm sorry for the coffee.
No worries. I do it all the time.
So I know you answered this before, but I'm probably just going to ask just for encouragement.
Sure.
So at this time, you do not wear any type of glasses.
No, I don't.
Do you drive?
I do.
And you don't wear glasses driving?
Nope, not daytime or night.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Actually, my eyesight, I feel like is better at night.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna have to try to stay hopeful, because it's like, okay, is that really a possibility, Deborah, that you may end up not wearing glasses?
Sure.
That's where faith has to come in, right?
No, well, I don't know how much faith has to come in. I mean, I think the reality is the thing that we move away from, especially as we age, is that our bodies are resilient. and they're built to heal themselves. You know, this is the way we're made. And as my mom would always say, we are wonderfully made.
That's true.
So if we give our bodies what they need, they will heal themselves.
Okay.
So you just gotta you gotta know that the intention of the creator of the human being was for us to be able to heal ourselves. So the healing is built in.
One bad habit I have is I rub my eyes a lot.
Okay. What do you consider a lot?
Every day.
Well, every day is not a lot.
Yeah.
Like every 5 minutes would be a lot.
No, not every 5 minutes. No.
Okay. And you probably rubbed your eyes what you consider a lot because they were drier. Now that you're in a situation where you're going to have more moisture in your eyes, you won't have a need to rub them.
Okay.
You know, you won't even have the inclination. Because rubbing our eyes, usually there's a trigger. So, will you have those triggers now that you've got hydrated, moisturized eyes?
Wow, that felt so good. Putting that in, I mean, I held my head back and like I'm gonna give you a good dose tonight. And oh my God.
Have you noticed that your eyes feel better when you wake up in the morning too?
I hadn't paid any attention, to be honest with you.
Well, think about it. I mean, you know, tomorrow when you wake up, just think about how your eyes feel in the morning. If they feel tired, groggy, if your vision is blurry, you know what I mean? Do I have to do something, blink a lot to try and see or focus? Or do I just open my eyes and my sight is really clear and ready for me to go about my day?
Okay.
So just you know, put some attention on it. Because there are things that we don't really think about until they're not there.
Somebody says itchy eyes a sign of dry eyes?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So itchy eyes, scratchy eyes, debris-filled eyes, obviously dry, not being wet, weeping eyes. Those are all signs of dry eye.
Okay. Wow. Well, we're gonna see what next week brings.
And this is week one. This is like week one for you, right? This is your first week. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly when I got them, but it was sometime this week. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, this is week one. So I'd be very interested to see how week two pans out for you. You know, what you notice the difference of. Drive around, and one of the best things you can do is drive around and be a passenger. Just because you can see, you know, you don't have to pay attention to the road. You can just see so much more.
With the glasses on. Yeah, I did see a lot today with the glasses on, though.
But
I kept trying to open. I'm like, Deborah, don't expect a miracle like that quick. But, yeah, for your eyes to just be not blurry. But it was very crisp.
How long did you leave your glasses off for?
Huh?
How long did you leave your glasses off for?
Well, today?
Yeah.
Not very long because I was riding along and stuff like that. But normally right around here in the house, I don't have on my glasses.
Okay, so the next time you're in the car and you're a passenger, take your glasses off, then blink 10 times really quickly.
Okay.
And then look and see what you see.
Okay.
That quick blinking actually resets your eyesight.
Okay.
So your brain forgets that it was looking through glasses.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. I'll try that. I don't know when the next time I'll be a passenger, but I sure will try it.
Well, excellent. Excellent.
Okay, Miss Anna finna do her drops. Miss Diva, that's a diva right there. I went on her page. She's a diva.
Deb says it's a miracle real quick. Okay. Beatrice Sierra 285 asks, can we do 4 and eye instead of 3070? Cataract in one eye with blurry vision. So yeah, no, you can absolutely do 4 and eye. Do you know what the what the measurement of your cataract is? Is it mild, moderate, severe?
Okay, that was the moisturizer. That was the moisturizer. So I don't really have to wait. I wait normally about a minute.
And your eyes are not red.
Yeah, they're red. They're a little red. But my eyes will get red if I wash my face and rub my eyes. They'll get red. So
You should have seen mine. Mine looked like I was like, girl, your eyes are blush. Girl, your eyes are so.
I was laughing at you. Now the other people that are not on the panel, you guys can swipe your screen to the right. Oops, and it will the words will go away, the comments will go away, so you can see better. And then when you want the comments to come back, you swipe to the right. Okay, I'm getting ready to I'm doing the 3070 blend. This is day number 25.
25.
And Queen, I drove all the way 20 minutes in the dark, no glasses, no contacts, and I haven't had them on since January 29th.
What was your issue? I mean, what issue? What was like?
Other than I've been wearing glasses since I was in the 6th grade. I have stigmatism in my left eye, and I'm nearsighted.
Nearsighted, yeah.
I had a little cloudiness. I had some floaters before I started using these drops, like a while ago, before I met her. But and that floater was so bad that it was like a bug. Like I would see something on my peripheral vision, and I would be hitting at it, like, what the heck was that? But as fast as they came, they went away. And
went away on their own, or after you started doing that?
No, they went away. Because this was like last year when the first time I ever knew anything about floaters, and I started looking it up because I was like thinking something was really going wrong. So then after I looked it up and everything. So I also though was putting castor oil on my eyelids, but that was just for helping sleep and different things that I had been reading about, and I wasn't doing it every night or nothing like that. And then the other thing was a little cloudiness in my left eye that was just kind of, I would kind of look off and it kind of bugged me. And so those were my initial things when I came on talking to Leslie and saying, how could she help me? Or how would it help me? And so she recommended that I use the 3070 blend. So I ordered it. And when it came, I text her, I DM'd her, but she didn't get my DM to tell her that I needed her to hold my hand while I put the drops in her eye.
Not Miss Diva.
Yeah, I was very nervous, very scared, but I just believed in her, and I had been following her. I went through her whole page, went through all of her posts, did my own research, and just, like I said, I prayed about it, and I was like, okay, here we go. Me, you, and God, here we go. So I did it. So the first night when I got it, I just rubbed some on my eyelids. Then that morning, I put some in the corner of my eye, and then the night time came, and I put the drop in. So I kept saying, it's burning, it was burning. So then they convinced me that it's a sting, and then she even shared with me about the warmth, because I hadn't even noticed the warmth because I was so concentrated on the sting. So, and then she told me about to let my eyes work, so to not wear my glasses. So I stopped wearing my glasses, and it wasn't like the need for them. I did check about a week later. I was driving home from bingo, and I was at a stoplight, and about 4 cars ahead, I was looking at the sign to see what the speed limit was the area I was coming into, and I could see the sign, but I couldn't tell exactly what the number was. So I got my glasses out. I keep the glasses in the car. So I got the glasses and I put them on and I looked, and then I could see it was 35. And then because I was judging like, well, but that was like 4 car lengths away, like far away. I'm saying 4 car lengths, but I could still see the sign. So I haven't done any tests, but I was laughing when you were saying you was in the car and doing like this and looking. I do that every day, some kind of way. And if anybody would be paying attention to me, they would probably be like, "What is she doing?"
Yeah, that's what she was asking. So you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying just to see, what I'm noticing, TV wise or driving. Oh, my biggest thing is pickleball, because I play pickleball about 4 days a week.
What's that?
And pickleball is like tennis, a combination of tennis and ping pong. Tennis and ping pong, the combination like that. And so it's a yellow woof, some kind of plastic ball with holes in it.
Wiffle ball.
And then like a ping pong paddle. And so I never was able to play without either glasses or contacts. And now it's like nothing. Every now and then I see that little cloud, but I just kind of like refocus, look and see, and so. But in waiting on that to go away, my eyesight, my nearsightedness, and hopefully my stigmatism.
Okay? So you still have astigmatism? Hello?
I don't know unless I go to the doctor and they tell me. But when I found out that astigmatism only means it's the shape of your eye. And so when they diagnose you with astigmatism, they see a different shape, which really could have been a swelling.
Yeah, it could be inflammation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deb, I hear you, Deb. Yep, so,
So quick question. The floaters, did you have the floaters when you started using this, or?
Not me, Deb did. I mean, not Deb, Leslie.
Yeah, I had floaters.
Oh.
Okay, now I've been talking. I ain't put the 30/70 in, did I?
Not yet.
I don't want to overdo it.
I gotta shake it.
She said I only had to shake it once. I put the
only need a little
moisturizer
shake.
drop in, and I normally wait about a minute before. And then I tell people there's a few different ways that you can do it. You want to make sure that you only do a drop. You see that drop? One drop, not one continuous drop. You just want one drop in each eye, okay? And then put your bottle down so you don't spill it. And then you can either drop it in this way, I drop it in from the side. I'm looking in the mirror. Warm. I feel a warm heat spell. No stinging. Well, little stingy, but nothing like before because I put that moisturizer. Drop it. Now the other side. Oops. I think it dropped. Okay. Where's my, oh, there it is. Okay. That's it.
Now, this will bring down any swelling that you may have in your eye.
Yes.
Okay, that's where Leslie's got to come in.
Yep, DMSO and Castor oil are anti-inflammatory, so it will bring down any swelling.
I'm taking myself down. I did my part.
Yes, you did.
Yay!
I am loving this. Loving it. Loving it.
It's not stinging. It's really not stinging hardly at all. Just right now, just a tad bit. Tad bit. All right, we got 26 people in the room, 22 shares, and 26,700 likes. All right, we need to know what state you're from. Put what state you're from in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments if this is your first time here. Here we go, here we go. And tapping at the same time. Here we go, here we go. We got Texas, 1. Ooh, we got 2 people this year for the first time. Texas, Florida. You're in the state with Leslie.
Yep.
Georgia.
Leslie, you in Florida?
I'm in Florida.
I'm in Florida too.
Where?
Uh-oh, Queen.
Yes, I'm in Florida.
Where at in Florida?
Louisiana. She said we're at Queen in Florida.
Outside of Jacksonville and Fernandina.
Oh, okay. I know
South
Fernandina Beach.
I see you at the Sunshine 70. But we know Sheldon, he in Bahamas.
Yes.
I just had one tear that just came down. One tear. All right, come on. We got 24 people. I should see 24 different states or some duplicates in here.
Beatrice Sierra 285 says she's got small cataracts just starting, but asked the question, can we do 4-eye instead of 30/70, a cataract and in one eye with blurry vision? So yeah, you can do the 4-eye versus the 30/70. The reason that I tell people to go one way or the other is just because the cost difference between the two. If you don't need to spend the extra money, I don't want to be the impression point. If you feel like you would rather go with the 4-eye, you can definitely go with the 4-eye, and it will definitely benefit you.
What do you mean when you say the 4-eye?
So 4-eye is a blend. The 30/70, 40/60, 20/80, are all just blends of castor oil and DMSO. They're the only 2 ingredients in the bottle. 4-eye is actually a blend of multiple ingredients. So it's castor oil, DMSO, Amelio panini honey, hyaluronic acid, and a Celtic salt saline solution.
Did I accidentally get up there? I was tapping and then I saw the request. Sometimes I tap that request thing.
Yes. I can
And
put you
then,
back.
Dana, did you just pull me up there? Is that what you saw that? And you pulled me
Yes, I
up
did.
there?
Yes, I did. I saw you.
But it's good to hear your voice.
I tap on my Android and it ends up getting, you hit the guess whatever down there. I hit everything.
Okay, you got to hit in the middle of the screen. Then hit up near the top or in the middle of the screen.
Well, I know that. Just lazy. I'm just lazy in bed, and then my fingers just tap in the best way it can tap.
100%.
Okay, Deb came up. I tried to bring Sheldon back up, but I guess he dropped back down. All right, I'll drop you back down, Holly. Thanks for coming up.
Okay.
All right.
Happy
Let us know if you have.
Thanks for coming up. Good hearing your voice again.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, Deb, I see you in there.
Question.
Yes.
Hey, Dana.
Hey, lady. How you doing?
Did you hear about what I did last night?
Drive. Yeah, I heard you. I was on.
I drove to a party in the dark.
Yeah, I was clapping. You didn't hear me clapping? I opened the mic and clapped. I sure did. I opened the mic up so I could clap for you.
Yeah. The highway seems so open to me now. Even with vision in one eye. The highway just it's almost like I'm seeing the highway with two eyes. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Have you been?
You got to share with me what was her issue, so I can be encouraged.
Go ahead, let her tell her story.
Go ahead, Deb. Tell your story.
Well, about going on 6 years now. In 2019, I had a surgery on my eyes, and my eyes were messed up by a doctor because he cut into my eyelids. And when I got home from surgery, I started bleeding and throwing up really bad. I was bleeding from my eyes and throwing up. And he said to my sister, just ask her to lie down, take her medication, and relax. She cannot be going blind. So I did that. And after about 3, 4, 5 days, I just felt like something wasn't right. Even though the blood had stopped coming out of my eye, my vision was very dark in my left eye. So I had my sister take me to the doctor, and immediately he sent me to Duke Hospital because my pressure, it was not over 21, but whatever was going on in my left eye, he couldn't put his finger on it. He didn't know what it was, whether it was so bad that it was going over into my right eye. So he tried to carry and get me to somebody really good and fast. So when I got there, before I got there, he immediately put me on glaucoma drops. And I stayed on those drops for a long time. I got down there, got seen by one of a really good, renowned glaucoma specialist, and he agreed that I needed to stay on the drops. At that time, I was diagnosed with something called closed angle glaucoma. And so they said, you need to have the cataracts removed. That would be a great idea because that would open up your angles. And I did that. And then the glaucoma, when the numbers went down, I was off glaucoma drops for 2 years. Then when I go back for another appointment, they tell me that he's seeing a weak nerve in my right eye, my only good seeing eye. And that, I have the choice to either stay on the drops or deal with the consequences of it. And every drop that they tried me on, I could not take them. I just couldn't take them. I would wake up over in the night pouring just gobs and gobs of refreshed drops in my eyes because I would be so blurred I couldn't see anything. And all I would do is just cry myself back to sleep. But driving from one side of town to the other town, I would always have to pull over a lot of times and put the refresh drops in just to get me home or get me wherever I'm going. I have not used a refresh drop in 4 days since I started using the hydrating, moisturizing drop. I'm waiting on my 4 and I 1 or 2.
4 and I 2.
My 4 and I 2 to come so that I can start doing that and start working on my numbers to go down so that I won't ever have to take glaucoma drops again. I don't take them anyway. So, I've just been waiting around for a miracle, and I believe that my miracle has come. Simply because I can drive. I drove my car to a party last night in the dark with one eye, feeling like I have two eyes.
Well, you're doing better than me because I can't drive. Not yet.
And I was driving 55 in a 35.
Yeah, she got her Mario Andretti on.
So I got her groove back.
So I cannot wait to pack my car up and drive down to Atlanta or to the.
Okay.
All right, well, don't be driving fast. Stay under the speed limit.
I will. I promise.
So Deb, have you started blocking your right eye and just looking out of your left eye? Just like put your.
I do it all the time.
Okay.
And especially now, since I've started my hydrating drops, I do it all the time, and it's almost as if, remember I told you that my vision, I can see more out of the eye, that they're telling me I will never have the vision back in that eye again because of the ischemic neuropathy.
Right.
But they don't know if it was ischemic neuropathy. They don't know if my pressure shot up and caused the blood to press against my optic nerve. They don't know if it was ischemic neuropathy. They don't know if I had a stroke. So the doctor at Duke, who was a really good doctor, gave me 3 things that could have happened to me. They don't know.
Right. Right. But when they told you that you had, that they were concerned about nerve damage, they were talking about your optic nerve, correct?
No.
Oh, no?
When I went back after 2 years of being without the glaucoma drops, at that time, I really didn't even know what I was taking. I honestly didn't know. But then when I went back after the surgery, cataract, they said that now I have what you call open angle glaucoma.
Right.
Now I don't have closed angle anymore. But the closed angles were the angles that I was born with. And so, then that after that 2-year span is when he said, "Oh, I see a weak nerve in your right eye, which is my good eye. So I got to put you back on the drop." And I said, "For how long?" And he said, "Forever." And I walked out of the office that day crying the whole way home while my sister drove me home.
So, and he didn't tell you what nerve specifically was weak?
No, he just said that I had a weak nerve in my right eye. But prior to that happening, I had lost, I went through an ordeal where I had to be in ICU for like 6 days for blood loss. I had a GI bleed. And after I got that straightened out and was going back to the doctor every 3 or so 4 months with my eyes, they saw a cotton wool spot. I guess that came from a lack of blood flow in the eyes. And then they saw a small retina tear. So these were things that they were saying they were going to keep an eye on because they expected them to go away. And they did. They finally went away. And so when I go now, for the most part, everything is okay outside of he's wanting to keep an eye on the weak nerve that he says could get worse if I don't take my glaucoma drops.
So just for everybody else's information, closed angle glaucoma, also called acute angle closure glaucoma, is a serious eye condition where the drainage angle between the iris and the cornea becomes blocked, preventing the fluid inside the eye, the aqueous humor, from draining properly. This leads to a sudden and dangerous increase in intraocular pressure, IOP, which can cause optic nerve damage and permanent vision loss if not treated immediately. And then open angle glaucoma. Open angle glaucoma is called primary open angle glaucoma, POAG, is the most common type of glaucoma. It occurs when the drainage system of the eye, trabecular meshwork, becomes gradually clogged, preventing proper outflow of the aqueous humor fluid inside the eye. This leads to a slow increase in interocular pressure, which damages the optic nerve over time and can cause permanent vision loss if untreated. So unlike closed angle glaucoma, this type, the open angle, develops slowly and painlessly, often without noticeable symptoms in the early stages. So I just wanted to offer that for everybody's, information.
Okay, everybody's muted. You can unmute yourself when you need to talk. I just muted you so we could hear her better.
Okay. So Deb, when he said that you have, a nerve issue, a weak nerve, I really think he may have been talking about the optic nerve.
Yes, I think so. I think so too. But, every time I go, like one of my last visits was to Duke because I go there too. The neuro-ophthalmologist is always telling me that it's stable. And he's saying it's been stable for the past 4 years.
Which is good news.
Huh?
I said that's really good news because there's no opportunity. If it's stable, there's no opportunity for, any issue, any damage to the optic nerve.
Yeah. I mean, I come away from him, like I told you before, feeling pretty okay. The one that lives in my city, when I go to him, I'm always coming away feeling, it's not good.
Right. Notice Me 1980 said, I have open angle too. So are you doing prescription drops to lower the interocular pressure?
So, Leslie, I feel like I have so much scar tissue going on that has interrupted my vision that I have in my good eye. I mean, it's horrible, but it has gotten so much better with the hydrating drops and the castor oil rub and over my eyelids.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost like I feel normal again,
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And that's what you want. But that's also proof that your eyes have the ability to heal. That all of that excess intervention that the doctors put you through may not have been, as necessary as they had qualified.
Yeah. And I mean, the other good thing is sometimes I don't like to talk about it because I don't want to hex it, so they say, but, it feels like my tinnitus has gotten better. And I don't know if that's because I'm less stressed because of my eyes or what.
Well, that can actually be, a positive thing, but you could actually be just losing inflammation. So tinnitus can be an inflammatory response too.
Well, so the hydrating drops, do they help with the inflammation as well?
Well, they actually they aren't anti-inflammatory. However, when everything is moisturized, it just relaxes. So you just don't have the tension in the eye that you have when, your eyes are dry and crusty and crispy and inflamed and aggravated.
Right. So the when my 4-in-1 comes, is that, and I start using that on regular, is that also going to push out the bad stuff that you say?
Yeah, any debris that's in your eye, it's gonna push it out.
Okay.
So, and any scar tissue is going to, as that scar tissue dissolves, it's going to create debris. That debris is going to get pushed out of the eye system. So that's what winds up in your eyelashes, the crusties in the corners of your eye. That's what all that is.
But it doesn't interfere with your vision.
No, it's not going to interfere with your vision because it's going to be out of your eye.
Right. Right.
Question: What I have the 3070, does that push out debris?
Yes, it does. Yeah, the castor oil is what really, cleans the eye system. So it pulls apart scar tissue. It is going to, attach to any debris and push it out of the eye. So, because castor oil attaches itself, if you have dust in your eye, the castor oil is going to grab onto it, and then that's going to clump, and it's going to push out of the eye.
Now, is there one lady that was on the live saying that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the castor oil, or she said something about she was feeling more blurred or something, or was she talking about something else? After she had started using the DMSO with the castor oil?
From a couple of nights ago?
I think so.
So I spoke to her. She said that her eyes were more blurry, but I spoke to her, she called me, and there were some other issues involved in why she was having that reaction. She was having the blurriness. It wasn't the product specifically, but because she was using the product, her impression was it was the product. So just like when we were talking, to Queen 566 earlier, and she was out at dinner and there were spices in the air, and then you come home and you use the drops and it stings, and you think, why is this stinging so bad? And it really wasn't the product. It was because of the other stuff in the atmosphere.
Oh, what was in the atmosphere?
Just spices and smoke. And,
Oh yeah, the kind of stuff that my eyes are allergic to.
Yeah, and potentially, but not everybody's allergic to it, but when you add a drop that contains, like hyaluronic acid and things like that are supposed to moisturize your eye, it's going to have more of a sting because your eye's been exposed to these harsher elements. And, the face wasn't washed, and you know what I mean? All of that is part of the story behind the issue that you think you're having.
Okay. So am I supposed to still be having a sting from my hydrating drops?
Yeah, you will probably always have a little sting. You're not supposed to be having a big sting at this point.
Yeah, but it's very tolerable. It's nothing that I can't handle.
Yeah,
and it only lasts for a few seconds.
Exactly. And that's how you know your eyes have gotten to the point of hydration. It only lasts a couple of seconds. You're going to get it's going to be a minor sting. It's going to last a couple of seconds, and then you're off and running to the next thing.
All I know is just looking at television and seeing television like I'm not used to seeing it. Is I just can't even tell you. I get very emotional, I do. I'm an emotional person anyway.
Well, it's because you've had a long struggle too.
Oh
So, I
yeah.
mean, it makes sense that you're emotional because it's been a long time since you've had the ability to enjoy looking out of your eyes and not be frustrated and saddened by,
Exactly.
you know,
And to look at people, and I'm out and they'll speak to me and I have to get right up on them to say, who are you?
right.
And I get back in the car and I feel so bad because, their face was just a haze to me. Everybody's face is so clear and crisp just by using a moisturizing hydrating drop.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
my eyes have been through hell. I have been tested for dry eye, mobedian gland dysfunction,
Meibomian.
anything that you can think, all the stuff that I hear you calling, I'm going, okay, they tested me for that. And when they test you for the dry eye, they take these little strips and they put them down. They place them down in the bottom of your lid. And it's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, and they need to test and see what your tear film is like. Do you have oils in your tear film? Do they feel like you have blockages in your tear ducts or your meibomian glands and things like that? Because there's only so many ways they can find out.
Yeah, I could do an eye test so well, and my anxiety level don't go to the roof if they stop dropping all those freaking drops in my eyes. I get so irritated.
I'm sure you do. Queen 566 says, "Hey Deb, I'm jealous of you right now."
I'm jealous of you right now, Deb.
Why?
I'm jealous. You can see.
What did you say, Dana?
It's Deborah. My name is Deborah.
Deborah.
But Queen. I say I'm so jealous of you right now. You can see and drive without your glasses or drops or whatever. I'm jealous. I ain't got to that point.
I was driving 55 and a 35 last night.
Oh,
and it was dark.
I was just rubbing in my face.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Well, you're next on the list. You're next on the list.
All I want to hear this man say, "Oh, your numbers have come down." That's all I want to hear this man say.
100%.
And then I'm home free.
100%. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's gonna work.
And see, they messed up my when he did the surgery, he messed up my eye on the left side, the one that I lost a lot of vision in. It's like curved downward. It's like he changed the anatomy of my eye. So in order for that eye to be back like it was, they would have to do surgery. So
Right.
I'm stuck with what I have because I will not allow anybody to cut my eyes again.
Yes. Yeah, I consider eye surgery is a lot like back surgery. You hope for the best, but many people just get what they get and try and live with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to let them mess with my eyes. Talk about hopefully trying to remove my floaters. No, I'm good.
100%. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see this big blob of a float. I have a big white one, Queen, from the cataract surgery, and it dances across the center of my vision on my good side, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, mine looks like a little bug. It's brown, and it just floats.
Yeah, well, I've been there, done that too. And they got worse after cataract surgery. If I only had met Leslie before cataract surgery, they never would have done that on me. Never.
Wow.
Sheldon said
Well,
that he had corrective eye surgery for cross eyes when he was 9 years old. So he had a convergence issue in his eye, and the way to they decided to correct it was surgery at the age of 9. I just think that's too young. There's other ways to correct that. I think my left eye is getting so much more information because I have to sit further back away from my phone to not be uncomfortable, which is great. Sheldon, yeah, tighten up the eye muscle. Exactly. Block off the strong eye. Let the weak eye do some work, do some exercising, get those muscles up, do some sun gazing, and then do some convergence exercises where the two come together to, get your straight on eyesight. So, but, it's, what do they say? To a hammer, everything's a nail.
yeah.
So
Leslie, did you read? I think you read about the the ischemic and the non-ischemic optic neuropathy and what the difference was in those.
Yeah, we did. Do you want to go through it again?
Yes. Because they said I had the ischemic, which is the vision I lost would not come back. If anything, I could possibly lose more in that left eye.
If you don't mind me asking, did you sue him?
I tried to sue him, and I had a case. I had a lawyer to take my case, and she got sick during COVID, and then she dropped me, and I couldn't figure out why. After seeing that he signed my name on the consent form, because the morning of, I didn't sign my paperwork, and he signed it.
Wow.
And the medical board, trust me, I went through hell. The medical board gave him a slap on the wrist, and that was it.
That's how they do it. So let me hang on just a second. So ischemic optic neuropathy, also known as ION, is a serious eye condition that occurs when there is reduced blood flow to the optic nerve, leading to sudden vision loss. The optic nerve needs a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients, and when this supply is disrupted, nerve damage occurs, potentially causing permanent blindness in the affected eye. Anterior ischemic optic neuropathy it's more common, affects the front part of the optic nerve where it meets the eye. Posterior ischemic optic neuropathy affects the back part of the optic nerve and is rarer. Symptoms are sudden painless vision loss, dark or blurry areas in the vision, loss of contrast sensitivity, reduced color perception, no improvement with blinking or rubbing the eye. So the key takeaways are sudden painless vision loss is a warning sign caused by poor blood flow to the optic nerve. So risk increases with age, diabetes, and high blood pressure. If linked to giant cell or arteritis, Steroid treatment is urgent to prevent blindness in both eyes. Managing cardiovascular health is the best way to prevent further damage. So that's the ischemic optic neuropathy. And now I'm going to read non-ischemic optic neuropathy. So non-ischemic optic neuropathy, NION, refers to damage of the optic nerve that is not caused by a lack of blood flow. Ischemia, instead, it can result from inflammation, compression, toxicity, trauma, or metabolic disorders. Unlike ischemic optic neuropathy, which occurs suddenly due to reduced blood supply, NION, non-ischemic optic neuropathy, often develops more gradually and may be reversible if treated early. So there are different types of non-ischemic optic neuropathy. There's optic neuritis, compression optic neuropathy, toxic or nutritional optic neuropathy, traumatic optic neuropathy, hereditary optic neuropathy, and infectious optic neuropathy. The key takeaways are NION results from inflammation, compression, toxins, trauma, or infections, not blood flow issues. Vision loss may be gradual or sudden, but some cases are reversible with early treatment. Treatment depends on the cause: steroids for inflammation, surgery for compression, and vitamins for nutritional causes. Regular eye exams and managing health conditions help prevent long-term damage. So that's the skinny on non-ischemic optic neuropathy and ischemic optic neuropathy.
Wow. So the comment in the is addressed to Deb in there from King Sam 24K said, Deb, there's no statute of limitation on fraud. File again, but do it in federal court.
100%. Well, and here's the thing: if you could actually get access to the records of the doctor, there's probably 10 or 15 patients that are in the same boat, that he messed up, the whatever surgical procedures he did and messed up their eyes. So you could get a class action suit if you can get a number of people to agree to sue the doctor.
Deb, you have to unmute.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Now you are.
But and I thought about that, honest to God, I did, because I'm thinking, okay, so he passed away, the doctor did, a couple of years after that. But he has an estate. He has a son who's an attorney, who he and I had words, because I put something on in his messenger page about what happened to me, what his dad caused to happen to me, because
Right.
I was told that when my sister called him, he was to tell me to get to the eye doctor like right away, because I had a 2-hour window to have my vision saved. But instead, I was told to lie down, take the pain medicine, relax. You cannot be going blind.
Right, exactly.
So, I have thought about, I need to read what this person said, because it's something in my gut that keeps telling me that something can be done, even because this man has an estate.
No, yeah, there are lawsuits that can be filed without a doubt.
And I know the statute of limitation for this case was like 3 years. and I mean, I tried attorneys after attorneys after attorneys after this lady dropped my case, you know. But there's something behind the reason for her dropping it, and especially after she went with one medical examiner who saw that he didn't see any what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out.
He didn't see any anything that the doctor did that was negative, any negligence.
Right, negligence. That's it.
So
yeah.
And what Kingsman 24K is saying, that there's no statute of limitations on fraud. Your attorney was probably looking at medical malpractice.
Yeah, well, that's what I sued him for in the beginning, medical malpractice.
But
it didn't stand up.
If you sue him on fraud,
yeah, but now he's dead.
It doesn't matter. You can sue his estate.
Yeah, I just can't. I have been to, not physically, but everywhere. New York, as far as New York, a lot of people, attorneys up north. They only go but so far. They're not gonna take cases down south. I know I had about 50 attorneys turn me down after she dropped my case because of one medical examiner who said he saw no negligence. But at first she was all gung-ho. Oh, we got this. You got it, you know.
Yeah. Well, the reality is, COVID may have altered her thinking, logical thinking. But if you couldn't get medical malpractice with this doctor, fraud would be a reasonable charge to bring. Because if this doctor has a history of, messing up people's eyes and giving them invalid instruction. So even after botching the surgery, he didn't give you the best possible choice or the best possible option to keep and restore your eyesight. And that could be something that was a standard of practice.
Okay, everybody's on mute.
And King,
we have 6 minutes before 12 o'clock. We need 200 more likes, and we'll be at 30,000.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
And we'll be able to call it a night and come back tomorrow. Do you know what time you'll be back tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to be back at 8:30 tomorrow. Okay. So King Sam 24K said, go after the fact that he forged your signature. That's true. That's fraud. And that's an easy win.
All right, you guys can open your mics back up. I mute them when she's talking so we can hear her better.
Yeah, I plan to do just what he said. I'll look into it tomorrow. But I was going to say before you hung up that I went back 7 days, and because I was still having some vision, and him telling me, oh, you got a lot of swelling going on. As soon as the swelling goes down, your vision will be back to normal. All of this was lies, And then he had to take the stitches out. They were not dissolvable. So I've had 2 children. I have had 2 births. When I tell you that I would rather have gone through my 18 to 22 hours of labor than to have those stitches removed from my eyelids, I would have done the labor again. So when he took the stitches out, on the right side, the whole lid was lying down, pulled away from my eyeball. Wow. And he said, oh, that's going to go back up in time. So that's where all the scar tissue is coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
So does the castor oil break up the scar tissue?
Yes, castor oil will break up the scar tissue.
Okay.
and I'm rubbing it. I'm rubbing it under my eyelids and over, like on my eyeball, on the top of my eyes.
Yeah.
And directly under my eyelids.
All right, we hit 30,000. Yay! 30,000. Thank you all so much. We are at the end. It is 11:57. We are 3 minutes to midnight, and I'm a tired girl. So I am going to say thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for spending so much time. Thanks for all the communication and all the care and love. I really appreciate you all so much. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to bring some additional information so we have some new stuff to talk about. You guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Nurture yourselves naturally. I love you all. And if you're listening to me from the UK, go to bed. Like, it's late, but it's early now, so it's time to get up and go to work. Okay, take care. Love you guys so much. Good night.
Night.
988.
With the fat.
So, one, everybody's heard of Big Pharma. Two, there's no
Tax is
I'd love to speak with you. Give me a call. 727.415.4133. Joe, give me a call when you get a chance. You can reach me at 727-415-4133. I'd love to know more about the issues you're trying to solve in your eye. So. You can reach me on WhatsApp at +1 727 415 4133.